can see my screen. Today is 22nd of January 2019, and I will start by first mentioning this bonus here, the one I keep mentioning every day. So for every $500 you deposit, this is 500 or euro or 500 euros, whichever you deposit, as long as it's above 500 SD, you'll be able to get at least 200% of it. So you only need to go to the main site and apply. There's no special link. Just go to the main site, move to the main site. We are there already. This one here, and then there's this first option, bonus. There's this, then the next one, and then this one. Click that, and then ensure you read all this, just everything on this page from the very top. This one, everything. Ensure you understand them properly, and ensure you also understand this, what this means, what that means. So the second clause, this one means that the account which you use to apply for this bonus has to be either this or this one, or Market Pro account, and not ECN accounts. So ensure you understand everything on this page. Is very necessary you understand before you eventually click the get bonus button here. So we start off with what you have for the day. Let's move to the real chart. Here we look at Euro USD, GBP USD, USD JPY, SP500, gold, and Brent oil. So we'll start off with the USD JPY, which is here. Go to the weekly chart. Nothing has changed. We still have our lines the same way we had them yesterday. This was a very good support. Price went up, resistance, down, resistance, a support, a resistance, a support. There's a break below it. Price went up, came back to the same support. It went up, it came back to the same support. So the price is still above this place, 108.55. As long as the price does not break below it, something like this, as long as the price does not go below this level like this, we still expect a move upward. So on its way upward, there's a level here, 110.51, which has to be broken clearly for price to continue upwards. So if price is to go up, then it has to break above this level, retrace back to the same place before eventually it moves higher, something like this. So you may either buy above this place here, you may either buy this trade, or you wait and sell this one, the lower one. Either way, the best you should do, if you didn't buy it here, just remain flat temporarily, but expect price to move up to this place, 110.51, and if price should go above it, wait for a retracement before you continue buying it even higher. So on the other side, we have this support, 110.55, a break below. We'll wait for a retracement back to the same place so that we can buy it, sell it, sorry, up to this point. So this is two direction, either move up or a move to the lower side. Let's check a lesser time frame for the same chart. We say if there's any good trade. So on the 4 chart, this one, I saw this as a very good one. This like a correction. We also have that one. So on this chart, you can see there's a very big move downwards, then there's a slight retracement, there's a move downwards, then there's a very good retracement, a move down, a retracement, then it went down, and then we have a massive correction. So this could mean that the downtrend is over, but unless the price goes above this level, we have a level here. Unless the price breaks above this level, this is still a sell. So the reason I'm having this level here is because this was a support. We had a support there. We had a support there. There's another support there. And then everything has been broken below. And then there's a resistance. And then you have another resistance. So we want price to come back to this place so that we can sell it even further to the lower side. Something like this, a move like this, it should come back up, then bounce from that point to the lower side. So either way, if you're not in a trade already, you may want to remain flat and wait and sell it from this point, or if price goes above it, like if price should go up to this place here, then this will be a very good place to sell from. Something like this. I'm going to highlight it so you're able to see the way it looks. There's a resistance, price went down, it has come back to the same place. So we want it to rise back to this place here so that we can sell it from this place. As it is now, we only expect a move upwards, but you may not want to buy it from this point. Just wait and sell it if it bounces off from this place here. We move to the next pair, which is GBP USD. So this one we had an indicator. We added two indicators. We have the first one, which is MACD, and then there's the next one, which is ADX. So we mentioned yesterday that there's this red dotted line. This one stands for D minus, and then we have D minus or downtrend, and then we have the green one, which stands for uptrend. D plus. This one's D plus, and then it stands for uptrend. So the one that is on top is the leading one. If you have D minus above the D plus, then it means the downtrend is dominating. Then if we have the columns of MACD below 0.00, then we expect price to move downwards. So in this case here, from this point here, from the moment when MACD went below 00, from this point here, this was a downtrend. You can see also the other indicator was giving us red was above green. So these were all downtrend. You're supposed to look for a sell even as it is now, but the correct place to sell from is either this point here or this point. These are the levels I had yesterday. I have not shifted anything. So according to the two indicators, this is a sell. We want price to come back to this resistance, then we pick a sell from that point. That sell should have a take profit here, and should price go below 1.2698, then we expect it to move downwards, a retracement, so that we can sell it the second time from this point to 1.2129. So the best you should do now, just expect a move upwards, expect it to move up, then you sell from this point downwards to this point here, then a break below, a retracement before we sell it for the second time towards 1.2129. So we want to check the same chart on the daily. There's something good which I saw on it today. This is the same line which I've been having this line several days here. A resistance, price went down, came back to the same resistance, a sell place. It went down, came back the same place. I sold it here, then it took me out. So the moment it broke above this place, we've been mentioning that we're supposed to buy it. So that buy is supported by this pin bar which we saw yesterday. This pin bar which was there the previous day. This could mean that we are possibly headed upwards towards this place here, this resistance. So what you should do today, just wait for a clear buy. If you see any buy position, buy place, buy it, but have a take profit around 1.3134. So I'll also add an indicator to support the buy which I'm seeing. Moving average, we are yet to break above that, so that is a sell, but we'll add ADX. So according to ADX, according to this indicator, the one I've just added on the chart, the green line, the dotted green line, is above the red line, which means the overall trend is upward. So the main one also, you can see that this thick line, it's above 25. So what this means is that we have an uptrend. It's there's an active trend which is headed towards 1.3134. So you should buy it based on this pin bar, have your take profit at 1.3134. We move to the next, which is Euro USD. Here we sold this last week. We had a sell from last week on this one. I hope you can still remember there's a line we had from this point there. Then we had this as a good resistance. we had a resistance there. We also had a very good resistance at that point. There was also a resistance here, and then we also had a resistance there. So we expected price to come back to this place so that we can sell it from that point, but then that didn't happen. Instead, the price just went down. So as we mentioned previously, as long as the price remains below 1.1469, we are selling. We are still looking for a sell, and that sell should head up to this place here. Should go up to 1.0493. So as it is at the moment, we look for that sell. Look for a sell. Look for a sell from where the price is 1.1469, and that sell should have a take profit at 1.0493. So we want to move to the next symbol, which is SP500, and as I can remember, this was a buy for us. Yesterday we said this was supposed to be a buy. We were looking for a buy on SP500, and the reason we were buying was simple. We were buying because the columns of MACD actually rose above 0.00. Okay, somebody's asking me what I mean by column. Columns are these ones. Like this from this point here, this level was 0, 0. Then there's the last one below 0, 0, and there's the one that has risen above 0, 0. So this one is a column. We have three columns. There's the first one, there's the next one, and there's the third one. So we mentioned that as long as the columns of MACD are above 0.00, this is a trend, upward trend. So this uptrend is supported by the lower indicator, which has D plus being above D minus. So D minus, these are just the parameters of ADX. Just let me show you. You come here, there's this ones, there's D plus, and then you have minus D1. So all this if the dominant one is D plus, then you have the green, the dotted one, being above the red one, and if the D minus is above the other one, then that's a downtrend. So as it is at the moment, this is a buy. You're supposed to look for a buy. We expect that the price should retrace back to this level here, should come back to that level, so that we can buy it from this point upwards like that. We're waiting to buy it from here. So either way, you're supposed to look for a buy from within this zone, and your stop loss should be below the lowest place you can see, which is here. So the entire place from this point here, everything has been a false breakout. This one, the whole place here is a false break. So we want price to retrace back to the place where this false break formed, so that we can buy it from that point towards what, 2934.7. We'll move to the next pair, the next symbol, which is gold here. So everything is just the same way we had them yesterday. We have not shifted anything, and I'm going to increase this one. I'm going to increase the moving average for this indicator from 14 to 21. So you can see it has moved at least to the edges of the candles. It is now supported here, supporting, and it's still being broken. So I'll change it again. So if you know whatever I'm changing, this is what I'm changing. Just a second. Just a second. I'm basically changing this one, period. I changed it. It was 14. I changed it to 21. So I'm going to change it again to 52. Just like that. So we have it changed already. So we mentioned sometimes back that these are two moving averages that have been put together, and as long as the price remains above them, we expect price to proceed higher. So on this date here, which was Friday last week, the price broke above everything, above the two. So as long as the price does not go above it, this is a sell. We basically want price to retrace back to this place here, so that we can sell it like that. So I'm not going to explain this much, because so far I'm not finding any good level other than the one on top. A resistance, and should be a resistance here. There's a zone here. So as long as the price does not go above this zone 1297.72, this should be a very good place to sell from. So basically we want price to pull back up like that, something like this. Sorry, let price come back up to that point there, so that we can sell it from that point. A resistance, a resistance, a resistance, and a very good sell place. So we want price to come back to these places so that we can sell it intensely to the lower side, something like that. Daily. Yes, on the daily chart there's something good. On the daily chart we are still looking at a possible buy despite the fact that previously it went down. This is what we are looking at on the daily chart. There's the key levels on top, and then we also have another level here, and that level should be here. So according to the daily chart, this was a good level. We have a support here, a support. There's the next support here, and then there's the next support. We also have that as a very good support, a support. Then it was broken to the lower side, and the resistance, and the resistance. So as you can see from this side, this is the only level that has been used severally. It's the only place that has been used severally. Like the price keeps bouncing from it, bouncing from it, bouncing from it, bouncing from it. So if price can come back to this place here, then this will be the correct place to sell from. Like assuming price gets to this place, then this is going to be the best place to sell from or to buy from if price manages to break above it. So should price get to this place and break above it, then we'll wait for a retracement like that, so that we can buy it higher. That means we'll buy here. But if price fails to go above the same zone which I'm waiting to buy from, then that's the place I'm going to sell from. So far this indicator is supporting our position where it's showing us a possible buy. The trend is upwards, and therefore we're supposed to buy, which means the best place to buy from this chart is if it goes above this level here, 1308.72. Just expect price to come back up, break this level, retrace back to the same place so that you can continue buying it towards 1358.94. So we move to the next chart, which is Brent oil. There we have the indicator is still showing us a buy, just the same way we had yesterday. No, it's a sell now. It has turned into a sell because we have the red one being above the green one. So according to that indicator, we are actually supposed to be looking for a sell as we speak. But according to price action, whatever is happening on this chart, this should break above, retrace back to the same place so that you can buy it from that point upwards. So on this chart, I would suggest you either remain flat or expect price to come back up, break above 62.51, then retrace back to the same place so that you can buy it upwards. I hope that should make some little sense. Like expect price to break above this place clearly, retrace back to the same place so that you buy it upwards towards 86.12. So either way, remain flat, wait for this break above, or it should close below 61.53 so that we confirm a sell. So the other side, assuming price goes below that place, wait for it to retrace back to the same level so that we pick a sell from that point. So this is the place to sell from. To the lower side, a retracement, and then you pick a sell from that point to the lower side, and that sell you should have your take profit here. So if you manage to buy it from at this point, then have your take profit at 86. Have your take profit at 86.12. But should price break below it, then you should have a take profit at 52.51. So that should bring us to the end of today's overview. And I want to repeat what I started with at the beginning. have this Christmas magic. This is just a bonus which is being given by FreshForex. So to get it, you need to go to the main chart. Not main chart, just go to the main site itself. Should be here. Go to the main site, and then this one here, bonuses. Then we have the first option. I already have it on the screen. So ensure you read everything, especially the terms and conditions, everything, just including this before you apply for anything. So thank you very much. See you again tomorrow at the same time.